ready to go. Got my wax starter cube here. Get my chimney going, lump charcoal. Gonna cook on the big green egg today. I'm gonna grill. And we got some steaks ready to go. Take a look at those steaks in a second. Let this heat up. So here's the steak we have today. We went to Costco and we picked up USDA Prime strip steak. As you can see, it's pretty thick. So what we did was we marinated this for about 4 hours. And what we use for the marinade is a half a cup of olive oil, a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, a quarter cup of Worcestershire sauce, a tablespoon of Montreal steak seasoning, about half of a teaspoon of minced garlic, a half of a teaspoon of basil, and a half of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So I let this marinate in the refrigerator for 4 hours. I poked holes in the steaks, let it marinate. I divvied it up between two of the bags I had, and I let it sit there. So now I'm letting this rest and come cool down, or I'm sorry, warm up a little bit. And then we're gonna put them on the grill. Check back in. Don't forget to drink some beer. All right, so here we go. We got the New York strip that we've been marinating. We got the grill all heated up. Approaching 500 degrees. So I'm gonna take a look at what we got here. We got a nice set of coals down there burning hot. And what I got is a cast iron grill that's low, close to the coals. And what that's gonna allow me to do is sear both sides of the steak that we got here. So I'm gonna sear them a few minutes each side. And I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the top grate on and then move the steaks up to the top grate and let them finish cooking. So here we go. So you can see that flame shooting up because of all that oil dropping down the marinade. So I'm gonna close that up. We're gonna let that sit for a few minutes and we're gonna flip them. And then we'll raise the grate. All right, so it's been about 7 minutes or so. I flipped these things on both sides and rotate them to give them some grill marks here. Charred them over the fire low on that cast iron grate down there you see below. And now I've put the high grate on and I've moved the steaks up to it. So I'm gonna close this down and I'm gonna let this finish cooking. We're gonna probably bring it up close to 400 degrees here. You'll see this temperature gauge rising all the way up there as it gets hotter. And we're gonna let that cook. And then we're gonna cook the kid steak to like medium well. And we're gonna cook my steak to about medium rare. So, check back in a little bit. One steak for the kids. This thing was reaching 150-ish something degrees. I'm gonna let it rest. It's gonna keep rising in temperature a little bit. This one is quite the conundrum. So, right now it's reading 132. If I poke it in the middle, 133. If I poke it at the end here, it's really high. So we're gonna pull this thing because the center, the very center is still low, but we're just gonna let it rest and then we'll cut it open and see what it looks like. I don't want to butcher a delicious steak, so we'll err on the side of caution here and let this thing rest. By the time it comes up to the temp, it'll be 140-ish something. So this one's gonna be my steak. This one's gonna be the kid's steak. Stay tuned. All right, here we go, money shot time. We're gonna get a little taste of this here. Bomb diggy. New York strip. Marinate 4 hours. Gonna get these potatoes going. These are baked. Olive oil on the skin, a little sea salt. Ready to plate it up. Get the kids going, get the wife going, get me going. Until next time, keep growing, keep barbecuing, keep cooking that good food, people. Later.